My name is Vaishnavi. I'm currently doing my master's degree in Technical University of Munich in Agriculture Biosciences. I come from Chennai. The reason why I chose Europe specially is because of the quality of education that they have to offer. Like I precisely remember during my time of choosing my master's degree, USA and UK was like blooming. Every student that I could think of, my friends also were like, they're leaving to Canada, they're leaving to US, they're leaving to UK. I mean, at that point, I knew I also wanted quality education. At the same time,
Yes.
I didn't want to like invest so much money for education.
Spend a fortune.
This is a bit interesting because I don't know if many people know this. I did my 11th and 12th in biotechnology and not biology. So I had my interest starting in 10th.
How do you compare your education back home in India versus the education in TUM?
Oh, there's a huge difference. I must say that.
Okay.
So first is the most easiest part to say is that the practical education here is like 70% more and it's just 30% theory. Back in India, it was more like 60% theory and then the rest was like practicals. So I like the way they are like open to mistakes. They are open to you trying to explore and getting your way with it. And I also like the fact that they tend to give you these jobs called mini jobs right in their departments. So you get to explore the practical knowledge at the same time, earn some money and get to put that in your CV, which later you can use it for your PhD degree. Case officer Aarti ma'am, she was really sweet. She told me the path that I was walking down. She gave me all the ideas, and she also told me, she gave me a list of universities to choose from and stuff like that. So it was really helpful to know what I was getting into. So if you can lay out that is enough for a student to actually trust. Like, okay, this is what I'm getting into. This is what I get at the end.
Interesting updates to your parents too. So what do they feel right now about your decision of reaching Germany and studying in TUM?
She is actually very proud. They're very proud of my decision and my capabilities reach here. So actually in my family, I'm the first to go out and study. So it was kind of a big deal for my family.
The parents don't seem to understand. They all think, okay, you spend a lot, you will learn a lot, you will earn a lot. This is what is the mantra. You study AI, 40 lakhs package is waiting. This is what some so-called education experts say and misguide people. Hello everybody, welcome all of you. So one more episode of student interviews. Today we're going to interview our student Vaishnavi, who is studying in Germany in one of the top TU9 universities, Technical University of Munich. Welcome Vaishnavi to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much. And as always, I should only thank you on behalf of my team and as well as the audience and viewers. You have taken time out to share your experiences and feedbacks about your studies and your upcoming journeys in European countries. Thank you so much, first of all. Yeah.
Thank you.
So in short, you can introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Vaishnavi. I'm currently doing my master's degree in Technical University of Munich in Agriculture Biosciences. I come from Chennai. I did my bachelor's in Tech University, Avadi. I did my bachelor's in biotechnology. I did not have a year gap, so as before, I completed my bachelor's and then went ahead with my master's. Yes, currently now in Germany, yes.
Excellent, excellent. So let's start with, after your 12th, what made you to choose biotechnology?
So
Enlighten the audience.
this is a bit interesting because I don't know if many people know this. I did my 11th and 12th in biotechnology and not biology. So I
Okay,
had my interest starting in 10th.
super.
Yes.
So you followed your
So
interest basically. Yeah,
it was a pretty fortunate event to find this in 11th. I did my schooling in Vidya Mandir and I was fortunate
super.
enough to find a course called biotechnology over there. I knew I was not deeply interested in biology. At the same time, I wasn't really focused on any other fields as well. So I wanted a bit
Okay,
of engineering and biology, more like an applied science field. So
super.
that is when I thought biotechnology would be the right field for me.
Excellent. So then comes the next choice of doing your bachelor's. So
Yeah.
does it require some, did it require some convincing on your side to convince your parents to take up the biotechnology course, or as always, they were like, you do it as per your wish? How was it?
Yes, yes, they were really supportive. Like when
Okay.
I came up to my mom and dad and said that I wanted to do biology, I mean biotechnology in 10th, they were really supportive. Although they didn't knew what biotechnology had to offer in the field, they were really supportive. They said, just do what you like. And if passion is something that you follow, obviously you'll end up, it's success at the end. So
Wonderful.
I till now I believe in that and I went forward with
Yes.
that. So I didn't have any problem convincing them either in my 11th or 12th or during my bachelor's or during my
Because
master's.
I get not all the parents, few parents,
Yeah.
the students find it really difficult to convince them for a particular courses. That's why I asked this question, because
Yes, yeah,
parents support is very, 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 very important in this journey of education, whether it's
I
bachelor's
totally.
or masters. And I always only request the parents to tell them, as long as you see the course is good and it will have some opportunities end of the
Yeah,
day after the studies, please roll out the red carpet welcome for the students so that they explore what they want to do with their life. So then
absolutely.
you started your bachelor's in India, basically. And then
Yes.
at what point of time you decided, okay, I think I should start my, I should do my master's? When did you think about this? Which semester, basically?
I started thinking about my master's degree probably in my third semester. Like
Wow,
when I came to know,
that was
I
quite
know.
early actually, because many people think about this late and then
Ah,
lose
okay.
1 or 2 years, then start. Whereas we have our student Vaishnavi who thought about this in the third semester. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Enlighten us. Yeah. Please.
No, the reason is quite simple because like in third semester in my bachelor's, I was exposed to some internships as well
Okay.
as some practical knowledge about biotechnology. That's when I started actually understanding, okay, this is what you do in biotechnology. And I knew at that moment, like, okay, I should focus on this particular interest in biotechnology and further do it. So that was kind of like the small light towards my
Okay.
master's degree. Yes.
Okay. So as always, after your sixth semester, you started your process. That's why you landed in Germany right after your studies without wasting time.
Yes.
Correct? Wonderful.
Yes,
So then
yes.
comes the next question, right? Which country to go and study? So how did you choose Europe as your study destination?
The reason why I chose Europe specially is because of the quality of education that they have to offer. Like,
Okay.
I precisely remember during my time of choosing my master's degree, USA and UK was like blooming. Everybody, every student that I could think of, my friends also were like, they're leaving to Canada, they're leaving to US, they're leaving to UK. I mean, at that point, I knew I also wanted quality education. At the same time, I
Yes.
didn't want to like invest so much money for education.
Spend a fortune. Spend a fortune into
Exactly,
studies. Yes.
exactly. I
We are the,
I
yeah.
didn't
When
feel to
you,
do that.
perfect. When you visited our office, we would have given you a form where you would have
Yes.
written your, even I have that photo with me, your 10th, 12th mark and all those things. Nowhere in that form, we would have asked you, what is your father occupation? What is the budget that you have planned? These two
Yeah.
questions, we are the only company who does not ask this question in the abroad education domain, because we always encourage students, especially students, to be smart and spend less and learn more. Obviously,
Yeah.
uh, Europe as an ultimate choice. And UK and Ireland, you cannot even bring into the question, Vaishnavi, because it's a 1-year degree.
Yeah.
Especially for a biotechnology student who will be aspiring further to do their PhD or their researches, this becomes a
Yes.
major block. Yeah. So
Yes.
Europe,
Yes.
as a cost effective as well as a smart choice, by far the best, especially for a life science. Then comes the next aspect. So how did you get to know about us, or how did you find us? What made you to trust us? Enlighten me as well as the audience. Yeah.
Trust was easy. As far as I know, trust was easy. I was really comfortable talking to you guys.
Okay.
I do remember my case officer, Aarti ma'am. She was really sweet. She told me the path that I was walking down. She gave me all the ideas. And she also told me, I mean, she gave me a list of universities to choose from and stuff like that. So it was really helpful to know what I was getting into. So if you can lay out that, that is enough for a student to actually trust. Like, okay, this is what I'm getting into. This is what I get at the end.
And
So
also the admissions officer or the counselor should be at least be able to understand the terminologies that you use, which subjects you want to study, and what is the difference between each of the subjects. We may not be a subject expert, but we should at least understand your questions for us to give us the relevant options.
absolutely, yes.
So I'm sure, or also I would like to tell the audience, we never apply for Germany alone. We apply with backup options. I will tell that
Yeah.
reason later. So what all countries you applied, Vaishnavi? Curious to know that.
In fact, I was given a choice of 3 countries, but
Yeah.
then I didn't want to do that many. I just knew for a reason I wanted to go for Germany. So Germany was my first priority. And then my second priority was Italy, just in case.
Yeah.
And I
Just
was,
as a just as a backup option.
yes, that's it.
So you applied for Germany as well as Italy. So what all offer letters you got?
I actually got, I mean, I applied only for 3 universities in Italy. One was
Okay.
Sapienza, one is Padova University, and there were 2 courses in Padova University. So that's how I did it in Italy. And for Germany, I don't know if my memory is not really
That's okay.
correct.
You would applied for five,
I
six options. Any other
Yes,
offer letters
yes.
you got other than TU, Technical University of Munich? Anything else you got?
Yes, I got all of the offer letters from
Oh,
Italy.
all the from Italy, from Germany?
Germany, the first one to come was TUM. I did not apply for any other university because the application periods was like later stages.
Okay, okay.
So TUM was the first one. I applied for 2 courses, I believe. I got from one, and then I just, because Technical University was the university that I was looking for. So when I
Of
got it,
course.
I didn't
When you
like it didn't
when you
matter.
yeah, when you get the gold, why do you even aim for the silver or
Exactly.
gold, basically? So how did you feel when you got a call from us stating that yes, Vaishnavi, you are admitted in Technical University of Munich? How was that moment, basically?
It was a dream come true moment. I was on cloud. I don't know. I This feeling got me so nervous that I was like literally
Okay.
not able to believe, is this call like a wrong call? Like, did she dial by mistake? Because
Yes,
it's one of the toughest universities to get in, as per my research when I did during my
100%.
bachelor's.
I also studied in Europe. It's 100% difficult to, I would not say difficult, it's challenging to get into
Yes.
TUM. Yeah,
Yes. I was, so that's why I was scared and nervous.
wonderful. But the right thing that you did is let's apply. We have nothing to lose. Let's knock the doors, then see what opens, then get
Yes.
into the ones of your favorite choice. Nowadays, we see few students, sir, I want only this country, this university. Can you guarantee me offer letter? I say, thank you, bye. Please leave me. Because the same student, they will come back and say, oh, they did not guide me properly. And they promised me this, that. I don't want to get into this zone. So we apply for multiple universities, then decide basically. So now let's talk upon the course that you have chosen for your master's. So why did you choose this master program? What made you to choose? Of course, it's TUM. Other than that, what were the factors for you to choose this course? Because more than the university, course is also equally important.
Yes.
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 So what made you to choose this master program? Please specify the master's title also that you're currently studying right now. Yeah.
I'm doing agriculture biosciences.
Wonderful.
Even though the name suggests agriculture biosciences, I found it interesting that their curriculum is based off of biosciences rather than the
Okay.
agricultural part. So when I looked through the curriculum, it was basically a lot of animal research, which was really interesting for me as a biotechnologist. And one of another reason that I chose to go with the animal sciences part is basically because they offered bioinformatics also approach in this course, which is really interesting to me. So I can get about practical knowledge as well as the in silico knowledge about biotechnology.
Okay.
And so these are the few of the reasons why I chose. Another reason that I chose is because this is one of the particular fields that I would like to work further for my PhD or further into my postdoc or something like that.
100%, 100%. I'm sure Vaishnavi's counselor, Nirmala, correct? Nirmala.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure she would have told you when it comes to biotechnology or life sciences, you should back it up with your PhD after your master's.
Yes, she did say.
Yes, this is what I train all my counselors to guide the life sciences students to do their PhDs basically, because that is most important, I guess, for a life science student. PhD is a must. And they, as you know, they select students only those who have studied their masters in Europe to continue with their PhD. And only European Schengen countries provide stipend for all these things. And that's how it is. So now you even talk with your fellow friends who have spent a fortune in the US or this 1 year degree in UK and Ireland. What do they tell you now?
Well, they are right now. I mean, I know a couple of people who have come back to India because they did not get any jobs.
This
It
is
is really
another
saddening to
problem.
see
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Plus, they would have spent a lot of money also, Vaishnavi.
Yes, yes, yes. They
Yes.
have spent a lot, actually.
Spent a
Yes.
fortune. See, I don't see, even to you also, we don't commit, oh, you're going to do this in your life, do that in your life. But at the same time, we have to pack our bags and explore. At the same time, spend less. We have
Yeah.
nothing to lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
As long as the
also,
spending is on us, it is
yes,
fine,
it's
not to
fine.
some other person.
Exactly, exactly. And also, if you look at the countries as you spend, as you mentioned, UK or Ireland or US, the fees that they charge to the local students and the fees that they charge to the international students is a daylight robbery. 5 to 6 times. Our desperation, they convert into money. Even for instance, in my case, I cannot send beyond 1,000 from my 4 offices. That's all the maximum capacity. There is no seats where we focus on quality more than the quantity. Yeah. So now next, coming to an interesting question. How do you compare your education back home in India versus the education in TUM?
Oh, there's a huge difference. I must say that.
Okay.
So, first is the most easiest part to say is that the practical education here is like 70% more, and it's just 30% theory. Back in India, it was more like 60% theory, and then the rest was like practicals. If we got ever the chance to like touch the pipettes and do our own cell culture and stuff like that. But
Yes.
here, I have noticed professors like to say, "Go ahead, do this. It's okay if you've made a mistake. It's fine. Just take another cell culture and do it." So
Super.
I like the way they are like open to mistakes. They are open to you trying to explore and getting your way with it. And I also like the fact that they tend to give you these jobs called mini jobs in
Okay.
right in their departments, so you get to explore the practical knowledge at the same time, earn some money, and get to put
Oh,
that in your CV, which later you can use it for your PhD degree.
wow. This is a news to me also. So
Yes.
you have done such projects, Vaishnavi?
Yes, yes. I worked for a year and a half with the Department of Reproductive Biotechnology at TUM.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yes,
I
that
don't
was really
think
interesting.
these sort of opportunities are available in most of the other countries. This sort of activities, initiatives, support only in Schengen top public universities. Then next question that I would like to ask you, which many of the students and parents would love to listen from you. What all shift you need to make in the learning process for you to adapt to the European education system? Because back home in India, we do different practices to pass the exam. But here it's
Yeah.
completely different. So what all changes you had to make for you to prepare for your examinations in Technical University of Munich compared to India?
So for me, I personally, the thing here is about reading a lot of textbooks. Like
Okay.
they like to spend a lot in the library rather than sitting in the class because they use their PPT, they just open their textbooks, their reference books, and they go through it. They make these notes which are like just one point for each particular topics, and that's enough for them to remember the whole concept, which is really interesting for me because I haven't dealt with such education before. So for me, I thought PPT is just that is it. So I
That's it.
struggled the first semester very badly,
Same in my
obviously.
case. Same in it was most of the things was above my head, but constant efforts, constant progress takes you to the height. Yeah, please continue. Yeah.
Yes, yes, it was like that. So I talked to a couple of my German colleagues, and they said, no, this is not how we were trained during our bachelor's or even during the school. So it was quite different. They say, okay, if you have a concept that you want to really study, go through YouTube, go through reference textbooks, gain just small terms and then just connect the dots. That's how you learn the whole concept in a go, rather than sitting and studying the whole thing, memorizing each and every line. Because the interesting part about exams here is that it just lasts like 30 minutes or 1 hour, so you're supposed
That's it,
to
right? That's it. Why do you have to
sit.
write 40 pages for 3 hours? It's not needed.
Yes. I really don't know. So
Yes.
when I first came, it was just for 30 minutes. I was like, what do you write in this 30 minutes? Like it's not even enough to complete like one side of the paper.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes. And I'm sure without even, taking your permission, I would say, like, if given a chance, Vaishnavi would have done her bachelor's itself in Europe.
I would have.
You would have. You would have. See,
Yes.
your confidence level and all those things would have been even several folds higher. This is what we keep telling to parents. You can start exploring at UG level itself. Do you have any
Yes.
idea like about the UG fee structure in Chennai right now? What the parents and students pay?
No,
You
no.
wish to know? Just on a
Uh,
curiosity factor.
yeah, how much is it?
Close to 6.5 lakhs they pay per year to study in Chennai.
Wow.
6.5 lakhs is what they pay for these computer science courses, plus the capitation, etc., and all those things. See, the point here is we don't mind spending whatever they want for their children. Whether it is getting them the returns or not is the biggest question mark.
Yeah.
You're shocked to know this, right? The fee structure. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
and
that
I'm
is
also disappointed
yes, that
that
is
it's
how it
this
is.
high.
See, parents don't seem to understand. They all think, okay, you spend a lot, you will learn a lot, you will earn a lot. This is what is the mantra. You study AI, 40 lakhs package is waiting. This is what some so-called education experts say and misguide people. This is what is happening. Whereas we have Vaishnavi with us who has found her passion from the 11th standard and following that and getting an opportunity to study in a top university. Yes. So how does your day start and day end from Monday to Friday? Kindly enlighten us.
So I don't have courses on the whole week. It's based on what I chose. So my schedule is up to my courses. And so on a daily basis, it would be Monday morning, 8 o'clock, I would have a class. So I would have to leave here for my home, reach to university, go for my classes. It's pretty interesting because they make it fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nice to
Super.
be there and do courses with them. And then I might have a break in between, like for approximately 30 minutes or 1 hour or so, and then just go with my friends to maybe a cafe and discuss what we learned and how we are going to do this course ahead, like what would be the next particular things to do. And then have another course maybe by another 10 or so, and then finish that, go for lunch in the Mensa, and then finish that off by maybe 1:30 or 2, and just go back home and relax, and then just restart and revise what you have learned from the day.
Super. So you kind of strike the balance between work, life, and all those things, so that the the enjoyment, the way that you enjoy your studies keeps continuing forever.
Yes, that's
That's
something that I like about Germany, because there's this huge importance to work-life balance. I don't know if any other Schengen countries are doing this, because I haven't stayed there for more than a month.
yeah, yeah.
So I do not know how they work.
Most of the Schengen they follow this, ma.
Okay.
Even at Europe Study Center, Monday to
Hmm.
Friday, 5:31, nobody should be in office. Saturdays until 6 o'clock. That's it. 6:05, nobody should be in office. So as far as possible, we have to maintain this work-life balance, because that is what is missing right now, which is,
Yes.
I feel, very, 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 very important.
Yes,
So,
it
so,
is.
so this is what
Yes.
is your typical day. So you study, you interact with your fellow classmates, keep learning. So learning is like a continuous process. Yeah.
Yes.
So how happy your parents are about your decisions and the progress that you're making. And I'm sure you'll be sharing all these interesting updates to your parents too. So what do they feel right now about your decision of reaching Germany and studying in TUM?
She is actually very proud. They're very proud of my decision and my capabilities reach here.
Wonderful.
So, actually, in my family, I'm the first to go out and study. So
Super.
it was kind of a big
Super.
deal
This
for
is
my
how,
family.
yeah, this is how it has to start. Somebody has to start, right?
Yes, somebody has to
So your
get.
parents are happy, you are happy, we at Europe Study Center are also happy. So many people think, they have to learn German language, then only go to Germany, which we constantly keep telling, we promote only medium of instruction is only English. So please tell about that to the future prospective students, that we can study 100% in English, please.
Yes, we can study 100% in English. It depends on the courses that we choose.
Yeah,
So there are many different courses that require you to have at least a B1 of German languages, and then there are these courses which do not require any German language knowledge at all. You just need your IELTS score or a TOEFL score. So it
perfect.
depends mainly and bigly on what course you choose and which university you choose. So if you are going for a German course, then maybe a Hochschule or something like that, or a Ausbildung is perfect choice. If you're going for some English speaking courses, then maybe taking a university course would be better.
Perfectly. Because why I strictly follow medium of 100% should be English, because studying itself is a very big challenge in all these top universities. Okay. On top of it, if you don't even understand what is the question, you're never going to find solutions. So that's why I stick to this policy of medium of instruction should be only English. So yours is a completely tuition fee free course, or how it is?
Yes, so mine is completely tuition free. I just have semester fees,
Wonderful.
which also includes my transportation fees, which is very essential here, because it's a really connective place. So having a public transport is much better than having your own means of transport. And another thing about fees is that it involves these I'm not supposed to I don't know how I'm supposed to say this, examination fees, like the exam, yeah, all these are included, and it's just a small amount.
Small amount, yeah. Nothing compared to what we shell out for other countries, basically. Yes.
No, if I convert the money, it's just about 8,500. That's it.
Super. Indian
Yeah.
Indian rupee, you're trying to say.
Yes, yes, in Indian rupees, 8,500.
Super, super. So then, uh, tell us about your friends, the networking that you have made in different countries. Which all countries you have made friends right now?
I have a lot of German friends. I
Okay,
have a lot of Turkish friends,
nice.
and maybe a couple of them from Switzerland and Austria. Yes.
Super, super. So You have friends all across right now, and this is
Yes,
only possible. This sort of networking is possible only when we pack our bags and explore. Basically,
yes.
super. So, what was your? You have already decided upon your master thesis.
Yes, I'm currently doing my master thesis now.
Super. If you could tell us what is the topic. No?
So I'm doing a bioinformatics master thesis, which is bioprofiling of the gene expression levels of a pathogen plant interaction and biotrophic interactions as well as symbiotic interactions.
Wonderful. So, even though I'm not from this domain, this will be like Greek and Latin. But I asked this question because those who are watching this interview, you know, this will really enlighten them, especially whatever master thesis you are doing. Yes. So then, what about your future plans? What is your plan after your studies? As always, I request all my life science students to pursue with their PhDs. Yes. So, what's your plan, by the way?
It's not any different. It's still
Okay,
PhD.
super. And plus,
Yeah.
it adds a big advantage, which you would have sensed it or you will sense it when you float your resume with the TUM brand. It's
Hmm.
it it sails through even faster.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
wonderful. So here we have Vaishnavi, doing her biotechnology and pursuing her dreams further. Where even in your classmates, let me make a wild guess, 50 to 60, 70% are already out of biotechnology. Your classmates.
Yes.
Yes, that's how it is. That's how it is.
Yes.
And those who by mistake they took this course or they hate it, them going out, it's not a problem. But they still love it, but still they keep postponing to get into or jump into this field. And finally they end up what? Quitting biotechnology and doing something which they don't like. And it's a lifelong stress factor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So any few words for the future students who are aspiring to study biotechnology at their UG, PG level, few words
Hmm.
from your side, especially from your perspective of studying in a top ranked university in the world. Your words to the young audience matters a lot. One of the comment I got for the one of the student interviews video was from a parent. He said, "Thank you so much for such videos. I'm watching this video with my 7-year-old daughter." I was like, wow, 7-year-old watching these interviews, it like, inspires us so much. Even in this interview, Vaishnavi, we did not talk like, oh, Europe Study Center did this to me. Oh, then that's just a small note that's done and dusted. This is basically to enlighten people about the opportunities in Europe, how a student should be prepared, what sort of examinations they will face, and what is the shift that they need to make mentally to get through this. So, some words from your side for the young biotechnology aspirants.
um, Biotechnology is really hard, and it can be a little bit of boring, and it can be a little bit of hard to grasp the knowledge at the first go. It's totally fine. You don't have to panic yourself thinking that, oh, this is a wrong life choice that I've made. As long as you have the passion and interest to know what's at the end of the road, then that's just enough for you to continue biotechnology. And biotechnology is purely this blend of applied sciences. And if you're looking for something with a little bit of engineering, a little bit of science, a little bit of manipulating this genetically modified livestock and stuff like that, then this is the right course that I would suggest to take up, because it can be interesting, it can be a bit of hard, but if you're able to manage that and just keep going, that'll be very good.
Yes. And as you rightly said in the beginning, you had a passion and interest. All the other blocks look so small to cross it through. It doesn't matter at all. Yes. And life is
Yes.
nothing without challenges. And the sweet challenges only makes us very, very strong. Yes.
Yes, and it gives us good life lessons, so it's really important.
Yes. As long as we are open to learn and explore, world is full of opportunities.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. It was a pleasure talking to you. And I thank you on behalf of Europe Study Center and the audience and the students watching this interview to take time out of your busy schedule to come up to us and spend this 1 hour with us and share your experience with us. Thank you so much. It was really awesome to have you with us today.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm really grateful that I was able to share this with you guys.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank you.
somebody or someone is inspired from this.